Hi, my name is Doug Windiker, and I'm a QA product specialist here at Atlas Copco. And today we're going to cover and look at the import-export features within the STpad and STpalm. So let's go take a look. This is making the assumption that we're using the STpad or STpalm as a standalone measuring device, and we want to populate an internal database in this case. So let's log into our STpad, and when we talk about import and export, most people think about results. So in the upper right corner there, you see a result tab. If I click on that, and very simply, we see an export button, right? So if I click on that, and because I have an external memory card in my STpad here, it creates that text file directly right away. So if I didn't have a memory stick or any kind of external memory plugged in here, I would get a message saying no device found, basically. So the same procedure is true for the STpalm. The STpalm requires a micro SD card to be inserted in behind the battery cover on the back of the handheld. So that's where we would have our external memory for that. And when we hit the export there, when we go to the results screen in the upper right, there's 3 dots, and we click on those 3 dots, and you'll see an export option under there. So really, again, the procedure is the same, just slightly different activities. So covering now import, let's go down to, if we travel down here to the bottom and we see the configuration window or button. If I click on that, in the middle left, we see an import and export button. So if I open up that, you can see we have 3 options for importing information. So tool check, joint check, and routes are 3 options that we can import. But before we can do that import, really what we need to do is go down here to the lower left and where we see templates. So the templates is where we can export a template that'll clearly define the required fields for these import activities that we want to do. So by clicking on one of these, it sees my D drive, again, my external memory, and I hit generate, and I have one in there already. I hit overwrite, and I can write a new one. So that's going to generate our template for importing. So again, there's 3 things we can import as tool check, joint check, and routes. And there's also another area here where we can export results. This is pretty much the result fields that we have for the result tab directly. So again, if we have an external memory, we can push this information down to it, and then we can potentially bring things back into and quickly populate an external or internal database to the measuring device directly. So that was the import-export features within the STpad and STpalm. If you have any further questions, contact your Atlas Copco rep, and thank you for watching.